Well, hello everyone. So it's time for a new video, and in this video, we are going to study something new. We are going to study a state, and that is probably the Uttar Pradesh. Why Uttar Pradesh? Because Uttar Pradesh is known as the heartland of India. Now you must be thinking why the heartland of India? Because Uttar Pradesh, when compared, when in the state in the country India, is located at a position where our heart is located in our body. That's why Uttar Pradesh is also known as Heartland of India. We are going to study it in brief, from its religious heritage to its climate, everything new. So let's start. Climate of Uttar Pradesh. First of all, we are going to look over to the climate of Uttar Pradesh. The climate of Uttar Pradesh is generally defined to be tropical monsoon climate. However, based on the Köppen climate classification, it can be classified mostly as humid subtropical with dry winter type, with parts of western Uttar Pradesh falling in the semi-arid category. Based on IMD classification, Uttar Pradesh has the following three predominant seasons: winter season November to February, summer season March to May, southwest monsoon June to October. The primary temperature, rainfall, and wind features of three distinct seasons of Uttar Pradesh can be summarized as below. Summer, March till June. Hot and dry, temperatures rise to 45 degrees Celsius, sometimes 47 or 48 degrees Celsius. Low relative humidity of about 20% and dust winds are observed. Monsoon, from June to September. Monsoons provide the bulk of India's annual rainfall. They provide the 85% of the average annual rainfall of 990 mm. The temperature falls to 30 to 45 degrees on rainy days. Winter, from October to the February. Temperature is normally cold and it drops to 3 or 4 degrees Celsius and sometimes to below -1 degree Celsius also. And it's quite dry. Fogs usually take place in winter in Uttar Pradesh. Here you can see a chart which has been given of the state Uttar Pradesh, showing the maximum temperatures as well as the minimum temperature of the state. Art forms of Uttar Pradesh. India has been blessed with artists who create finest of handicrafts that are renowned across the world. Uttar Pradesh is no different with artists and artisans, specialized in different forms of arts from Agra to Varanasi. Mughals ruled major parts of UP for over 2 countries, which impacted the artwork. The Nawabs were believed to have great taste and appreciation of art, which led to further development of the craftsmanship in the region. Even today, UP is some home to several different handicrafts which are exported across the nation and the world. If you are in Lucknow, you are in for a treat. The bazaars in the city will give you a bird's eye view of all the beautiful handicrafts that Uttar Pradesh has to offer. Now let us look over to our first arts and handicrafts of Uttar Pradesh, and that is Lucknow chicken work, which is very famous throughout India. Chicken work has a long history that goes back to the early 3rd century during the reign of Chandragupta Maurya. Chicken literally means embroidery, but the chicken work involves 36 different types of stitches. It is a multi-step process, with the first step being cutting of the cloth as per the desired shape. It is followed by block printing the core design on which the artist would complete the embroidery. Later it is washed to remove the ink of the printed pattern. Some of the most common stitches include the zali, tepchi, muri, pashni and khatao. Chicken kurti and Lucknow chicken sarees are particularly very popular. Now let's see an image of Lucknow chicken work. So you can see a cloth on which Lucknow chicken work has been printed out. Zardozi work. The existence of Zardozi goes even far beyond the kings to the times of Rigveda. Yes, the art is that old. Zardozi entails metal embroidery using silver and metal threads The process of Zardozi embroidery is quite complicated and involves numerous tools. The craftsman works around a wooden frame with his tools, which include needles, hook, glass and plastic beads, gold wires, silver wires, and threads in UP. You can buy products such as coats, dresses, saris, pants, etc. with Zardozi work on it. Of course, minus the gold or silver embroidery, a few select places also sell exquisite Zardozi embroidery designs made from real silver and gold, but be prepared to shell out a bomb for these. Zardozi work. Now, it's an image of Zardozi work. Now let's go over to our next topic, that is Meenakari work. Meenakari work is an Persian art that was introduced in India by Mughal invaders. Predominantly seen in Rajasthan in combination with other artwork, it is also practiced by artisans in Varanasi. The artisans who practice the art are known as Meenakars, and it is passed down from one generation to another, coming back to the art. It involves engraving ornaments with colored enamels to create an appearance of a complete picture. Meenakari jewellery goes through a chain of artisans, each of whom completes one task and hands it over to the next person. This is probably one of the earliest examples of division of labor and super specialization. Meenakari earnings and Meenakari paintings are particularly popular. Now let's see an image of Meenakari work. So here is an image of Meenakari work. It involves a lot of people to perform this art. Now let's go over to our next art, that is Attar. India has been a prime producer to natural fragrances including the Attar perfume, also known as Ittar, ever since civilization began. Attar is a scented oil that is derived from plants via distillation and then adding it to sandalwood oil, which act as a base. This mixture is then aged for a period varying from a few months to several years. The town of Kannauj in UP is the present perfume capital of India that is trying to keep the art alive while fighting the competition from modern fragrance makers. When you in UP buy few bottles of Attar to keep a civilization old India tradition alive. Now let's see an image of Attar. I hope you would have surely listened the word Attar or Attar. Now let's go towards our next art and tradition, that is Zarbuland work. Zarbuland work has developed in Lucknow by introducing variations in existing Bidri work of Karnataka. It is an art of coating one metal over another, resulting in a beautiful finished product. The designs in Zarbuland work are above the surface as opposed to Bidri work where it is inland. The process, as in every artistic work, is long and involves steps such as molding, polishing, carving, engraving, and darkening. The Zarbuland work is still famous in Lucknow and you can buy souvenirs at a decent price. Now let's see an image of the Zarbuland work. So here is an image of the Zarbuland work. Now let's go over to the tourism of Uttar Pradesh. So if you visit Uttar Pradesh, which places you can tour? First, let us know brief about it. Situated in the northern part of India, bordering with the capital of India, New Delhi, Uttar Pradesh is one of the most popular and an established tourist destination for both Indians and non-Indians. Alike in India, the most populous state of India, Uttar Pradesh contains many historical monuments and places of religious significance. Geographically, Uttar Pradesh is very diverse, with Himalayan foothills in the extreme north and the Gangetic Plain in the center. It is also home of India's most visited sites, the Taj Mahal, and the Hinduism holiest city, Varanasi, Kumbh city, Allahabad. Kathak, one of the 8 forms of Indian classical dances, originated from Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh is at the heart of India, hence it is also known as the heartland of India. Cuisine of Uttar Pradesh, like Awadh cuisine, Mughal cuisine, Comanche cuisine are very famous not only in India but also many places abroad. And Pratapgarh is also famous for Rajputana. First of all, let us see Agra. Some glorious tourist sites of Uttar Pradesh are one of them is Agra. The 17th century Taj Mahal in Agra is the most popular monument in India, attracting over 7 million visitors per year. Agra is home to four World Heritage Sites in Taj Mahal: Agra Fort, Sikandar, and Fatehpur Sikri. Agra is also home to many other Mughal buildings like Akbar's Tomb, Itmad ud Daula, etc. Dayal Bagh is an under construction temple that many visit. The lifelike carving in marble is not seen everywhere else in India, as in Agra. So here has been given to you some beautiful images of the monuments of Agra. Best tourist place to visit in Agra: Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal is the iconic label of Agra and even the entire country. This marble mausoleum was erected by a Mughal emperor in the memory of his favorite wife. This monument receives more than 4 million visitors every year. The 17th century monument is built with a mixture of Turkish, Indian, and Persian architecture. The main attraction of the Taj Mahal is the architectural beauty, carvings, lattice work, sandstone inlay work, garden, and the massive Taj Museum. Agra Fort, that is the second most popular tourist place in Agra. Located very close to Taj Mahal, this fort is a heritage site covering more than 380,000 square kilometers. This massive fortress is the second most important monument of the city. The fort's history head back to the time before the rule of Mughal Empire in the country. However, in the 16th century, Akbar rebuilt the sandstone fort and created a new face for this fort. Jama Masjid, that is the third most popular site in Agra. This is a magnificent mosque of the country built by Shah Jahan using the best artisans of the land. This mosque took 6 years to complete, and the entire cost was estimated to be more than 1 million Indian rupees. The verses of Quran are inscribed on the walls of the mosque. This mosque has a capability of accommodating more than 25,000 people at the same time. The minarets, prayer hall, relics, and gates of this mosque are incredibly beauties to watch. Next is Varanasi, one of the most important places in Uttar Pradesh. This ancient city, inhabited continuously for some 2800 years and counting, is one of the most holiest places for Hindus. Devotees believe Varanasi is where they can break free from the cycle of rebirth and unite with divine upon death. The conviction manifests in a profound intensity that pulses throughout the frenetic city. The center of the action in Varanasi can be found at the Banaras Ghat, a series of grand steps leading to the Ganga River. In the morning, the devout descend the stairs to wash away their sins in the holy water, and at night they return for fire-fueled prayer ceremonies. Best tourist place to visit in Agra. First one is the Ganga River. Named after the Hindu goddess Ganga, the Ganga River is one of the most revered natural sites in India. The river extends southeast from Himalayas in the north to the Bay of Bengal. Between 400 million and 600 million people rely on Ganga River to provide water for daily bathing and drinking. Hindus come to Varanasi from all around the world to purify themselves in the holy Ganga water and perform rituals along the dozens of ghats along the river. For tourists, the river helps provide a fixed point of orientation for navigating around the city, and you will no doubt spend a lot of time sightseeing and watching life happen from around Ganga. Consider waking up early and taking a sunrise cruise along the river. Negotiate with one of the countless boatmen hanging out along the ghats. Daswamedh Ghat. The lively atmosphere of the Ghat makes it one of the best places to visit in Varanasi. This tourist attraction is a swirling hodgepodge of flower sellers touting bright blossoms, boat operators hawking rides along the Ganga River, and the sadhus, holy men, with face paint. You can spend hours people watching in this area during the day. Next one, the next most important popular tourist site in Varanasi was the Daswamedh Ghat. Now let's go towards the festival of Uttar Pradesh, one should not miss. So it is one of the state in the country with full of natural heritage and religious belief. So of course there are lots of festivals which have been celebrated in the country. Uttar Pradesh is one of the most well-liked spots in India, popularly referred to as the heartland of India. The state boasts of a rich cultural heritage where you can find and cherish all kinds of colorful festivals celebrated by all communities. You should not miss the cultural and traditional festivals of UP. These festivals are the symbols of age-old traditions that those people are proud of, and even though they have entered the 21st century, they celebrate these festivals with the same fervor and enthusiasm. Here we list a few very famous festivals that the North India state of Uttar Pradesh is known for. So our first one is the Ganga Dashera. Ganga Dashera is mostly celebrated in this particular state. The festival approaches in excruciating summers in the month of June every year. Dedicated to the holy river Ganga, which acts as the lifeline of people in here, the festival is highly awaited and the people participate in the celebrations with an insane level of excitement and enthusiasm, which is a great sight to savor. The festival lasts for 10 days. Our next festival. First of all, let's see the image of Ganga Dashera, and let's go towards the next festival that is popularly celebrated in Uttar Pradesh. Budh Purnima. The festival gets celebrated in the rest of the country as well, but in UP it holds a special significance for the people. UP is one of the most populated states in the country, and it has people from all the religions in abundance. The Buddhist community is one among them, and they are known to celebrate the birth of their Lord Gautam Buddha with great enthusiasm and fervor. This day is the most auspicious day for them in all year. Now let's see an image of Lord Buddha and go towards the next festival, that is Ayodhya Puja. Hinduism followers constitute the biggest part of the population of the state, and they are avid followers of Lord Ram. The festival falls in the month of October or November each year. Lord Ram is worshipped on this very auspicious day. It actually is celebrated around the time when the much hyped festival of Dashera is celebrated in the rest of the country. Let's see an image of Ayodhya Puja, how enthusiastically it has been celebrated in Ayodhya. Next, go towards the next festive, that is Makar Sankranti. Entire country celebrates Makar Sankranti mostly in second or third week of January, but the festival takes place an entirely different shape in UP. The festival gets celebrated here in the month of December or January, and the people take their ritualistic bath in the holy river Ganga. There are few other customs and traditions which get followed, and that makes the Makar Sankranti celebration different from the rest of the country. Now let's look over to our next festival, that is the Latmar Holi. Well, Latmar Holi is the most colorful and a prestigious festival in Barsana near Mathura, not to be missed in the state of UP. The festival takes place just few days before our actual Holi. This festival time is a great holiday option for visitors which captures attention from tourists and pilgrims from all over the world. During the Holi celebration, ladies are found hitting sticks or luts at each man as the common custom during this fest. Let's see an image of Latmar Holi, popularly celebrated in Barsana. And let's go towards the next festival, that is the Janmashtami. Mathura, the birthplace of Lord Krishna, celebrates and rejoices the festival of Janmashtami with great enthusiasm. The major festival celebration take place at Dwarkadish temple. The Mathura, the birthplace of Lord Krishna, and Vrindavan, where he spent his childhood, both the cities celebrate the festival with equal fervor. Around more than 400 temples are dedicated to Lord Krishna in this sacred city. Among the list of temples, some of the major temples and Banke Bihari, Rangaji, Shri Krishna Balram Temple and Gopinath Temple. We are going to also see the temples of Uttar Pradesh after this topic. So here is an image of Janmashtami and you can see how enthusiastically the people of UP celebrate it. Next go towards the next festival, that is Taj Mahotsav. Experience a cultural bonanza with Taj Mahotsav. Taj Mahotsav 2070 will be held between 18 February to 27 February. The event is held annually in the historic city of Agra and is known to be one of the most spectacular and awaiting events in UP according to Indian calendar. The event, organized by Uttar Pradesh Tourism, dept in Shilpagram complex 5 meters from Taj Mahal East Gate, encourages the unparalleled cultural heritage and cultural activities of the state and the country as a whole. Now, let's see an image of Taj Mahotsav. And let's go towards the next festival, that is Durgotsav, also known as Durga Puja in rest of the country. The festival falls in the month of October or November. However, it can be said that the festival gets celebrated at its very best in West Bengal and other adjoining states. But in UP as well, there is much hype about the festival every year. And let's see an image of Durgotsav. Now, let us look over to the famous temples of Uttar Pradesh. Since this state is a site of lots of rich cultural heritage and old tradition, so there were many temples here. Uttar Pradesh is one of the largest states of India and is also one of the famous pilgrimage center. Some famous temples in Uttar Pradesh are the Ram Janmabhoomi temple, which is presently in construction, and we will get to see it very soon. Let's go towards the next temple, that is Shri Krishna Janmabhoomi Mandir. Next is the Gorakhnath Mutt temple, which is located in Gorakhpur. Next one is the Kashi Vishwanath temple located in Varanasi. The other one is the Banke Bihari temple located in Vrindavan. And the Sarnath temple. The Sankat Mochan Hanuman temple, which is located in Varanasi. The Tulsi Manas temple located. This temple is also located in Varanasi only. Baldev Dauji temple located in Mathura. Bharat Mata Mandir, which is located in Varanasi.